From ancient cities to snow-capped mountains, sharpen your knowledge across 40-plus amazing European countries. Round 1. Name that country. Question 1. This country is famous for waffles, chocolates, and is the headquarters of the EU. Capital: Brussels. Languages spoken: Dutch, French, German. Destination: hint, Bruges looks like a fairy tale. That's a win for Belgium. Question 2. Known for Santa, saunas, and education excellence. The land of 1,000 lakes. Capital: Helsinki. Languages spoken: Finnish and Swedish. Visit Lapland to meet reindeer and chase the northern lights. None other than Finland. Question 3. The smallest sovereign state in the world, home of the Pope. Don't miss Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling. You nailed it! Vatican City. Question 4. Its capital is Prague. In many cafes, beer costs less than water. Languages spoken: Czech. Walk across Charles Bridge or explore the Old Town. Czech Republic. You guessed it. Round 2. Guess from the destination. Question 5. Eiffel Tower or Provence wine or the Louvre. If you guessed France, you nailed it. Question 6. Island hopping: Santorini and Mykonos. Parthenon in Athens. You guessed it right. Greece. Question 7. Fjords, glaciers, and northern lights in Tromsø. That's a win for Norway. Question 8. Flamenco, sangria, Barcelona, and Seville. The answer is Spain. This was fairly simple. Question 9. Tower Bridge, Shakespeare's Globe, Tea with the Queen. You guessed it right. United Kingdom. Round 3. Language, culture, and capital matchup. Question 10. The capital city is Rome. Languages spoken: Italian. A culture defined by pizza, Roman Empire, Renaissance. You have guessed it right. Italy. Question 11. The capital city is Warsaw. Languages spoken: Polish. A culture defined by resilient, historic pierogi, wine. Poland is the right answer. Question 12. The capital city is Amsterdam. Languages spoken: Dutch. A culture defined by bikes, canals, tulips. You guessed it. Netherlands. Question 13. The capital city is Reykjavik. Languages spoken: Icelandic. A culture defined by Viking roots, geothermal spas. You have guessed it right. Iceland. Question 14. The capital city is Budapest. Languages spoken: Hungarian. A culture defined by paprika, thermal baths, Danube. That's a win for Hungary. Question 15. The capital city is Tirana, famous for the Albanian Riviera and legendary hospitality. Sasina the main seas. Albania is the right answer. Question 16. Double landlocked ski slopes, duty-free shopping. The capital city is Andorra la Vella. Sunsti Adagadio wine, Datsi. None other than Andorra. Question 17. The capital city is Sarajevo, famous for the old bridge of Mostar. That's a win for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Question 18. The capital city is Zagreb. Dubrovnik featured in Game of Thrones. Crown goes to Croatia. Question 19. The capital city is Skopje, famous for Lake Ohrid. You have guessed it right. North Macedonia. Question 20. Name means Black Mountain. The capital city is Podgorica. You have guessed it right. Montenegro. Question 21. The capital city is Pristina, a young European nation with monasteries. None other than Kosovo. Question 22. The capital city is Belgrade, gritty, soulful Balkan nightlife. That's a win for Serbia. Round 5. Match the microstate. Question 23. World's oldest republic on Monte Titano. Crown goes to San Marino. Question 24. Formula 1. Casinos luxury. Monaco. Hope you have guessed it right. Question 25. Bordered by France, Germany, Belgium. Capital, Luxembourg City. Crown goes to Luxembourg. Question 26. Vaduz Castle overlooks the Rhine Valley. Liechtenstein is the right answer. Round 6. Question 27. Capital, Minsk, Soviet-era architecture. None other than Belarus. Question 28. Capital, Sofia, famous Rila monastery. Bulgaria is the right answer. Question 29. 4 languages, chocolate, neutral, not in EU. Capital, Bern. If you said Switzerland, treat yourself to a bar of knowledge. Question 30. Dracula legends and Bran Castle. Capital, Bucharest. You got it right. Romania. Question 31. Capital, Chișinău, famous for wine caves. Yes, it is Moldova. Question 32. The capital city is Bratislava, High Tatras Mountains. The answer is Slovakia. Question 33. The capital city is Copenhagen, famous for hygge, Lego, and colorful Nyhavn harbor. It is Denmark. You guessed it right. Question 34. Capital, Valletta, sun-soaked islands, blue lagoon, ancient temples. It is none other than Malta. Question 35. Capital, Ljubljana, famous for Lake Bled. It is Slovenia. You guessed it right. Question 36. Capital, Dublin, cliffs of Moher, Guinness, Gaelic. Ireland. Nicely done. Question 37. Capital, Stockholm, Abba, Fika, archipelago. You have nailed it. Sweden. Question 38. Capitale, Riga, Art Nouveau Charme. None other than Latvia. Question 39. Capital, Vilnius, Trakai Castle on water. Lithuania. Did you nail it? Question 40. Capital, Tallinn, medieval town, digital leader. You have guessed it right. Estonia. Question 41. Capital, Vienna, classical music, Alps. The answer is Austria. Did you nail this? Question 42. Capital, Berlin, engineering, Oktoberfest, Autobahn. That's a win for Germany. Question 43. Capital, Moscow, transcontinental giant. Russia is the right answer. Question 44. Capital, Lisbon, Fado, explorers, custard tarts. Last but not the least, the answer is Portugal. You've just toured all 40+ European countries. Drop your final score in the comments. If you scored 35 or more, you're a true European geography genius. Which country is your dream destination? Spain or Swiss or France or Germany? Or don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic quiz journey.